What's up, guys? Mr. Stark back here again. I'm going to try to attempt to show you in this short video how to strip a 50 pair category 3 phone cable. 50 pair means I've got 100 wires, and I have to be very careful about how I separate this. Once I strip the sheath off, you'll notice I got a little bit left over here to kind of hang on to. So if we were tying this into the 66 block, the 66 block can take up to 50 wires on the left side or 25 pair. So what I want to do is show you this very carefully, how you strip this and separate it. And you're going to be looking for the colored strings that separate the sets of your secondary colors. And what you're going to notice is, if I can kind of put this down here, you've got a couple of white cordage, which actually acts as a rip cord. If you were to pre-strip this a little bit, you could pull this back and it'll rip the sheath. Usually if you put a little notch right there with your razor knife or your dikes, and then you could pull against it and it'll rip the sheath back. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of this so it's not in my way. So I'm just going to use my data scissors and cut them out of the way. Obviously nicer to be neat. I'm going to be looking for perfection on this. Now if you're very careful, you'll see a blue piece of string and an orange piece of string. What I want to do is I'm kind of going to let it hang down, and I'm going to pull on this till I can group the two oranges, and you'll see what I mean when you start to, they're wrapped around the sets of conductors that they're supposed to be. So if I pull this blue one, you'll see where it's wrapped around. I'm going to be as careful as I can with this to keep the integrity of this. So here's one blue set. And obviously it's a really good idea to have a little bit of tape so that you can isolate this. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do just that in a second with my one hand. All right. I'm going to put this down so you can see what I'm talking about. So right now I've got the blue set isolated. And you're going to notice I'm just going to wrap this lightly so we can get to this after. Now I'm looking for the orange set. So here I am again. I'm going to pull on this little bit of an orange string until I can isolate this set. And I can also take this other orange string, isolate the other set, and you'll see I'm pulling it away and it's keeping me isolated. I'm going to make sure I do the same for the other two. There's two blues and two oranges in here, separating the different pairs or groupings of conductors. So now I've got the other orange set, which is right here. I pulled that aside so I know those are grouped, and then I've got the other blue set, and I'll explain to you what those are in a second. And the best thing to do it is kind of do it this way so you know you're not taking some from some group and some from the other. The reason for this is because we have to tie this in order on our 66 block. And in order means we're going to start with the blue sets, then we'll go to the orange set. And if we had more pair conductors, if we had 100 pair, we'd be then going to the green and the brown. And we refer to this as blog bro. So now what you're going to notice is I've got two blue sets, and then I've got two orange sets. We still have to separate these down even further into our primary colors. Our primary colors start off with white, then red, then black, then yellow, and then of course violet. What I want to show you here is we need to find the blue set, because we're starting off with blue. So here's our two blue sets. We've grouped them. Then we've got the two orange sets, and how we're going to separate them next is we're going to look for the white, all the whites that start off with blue, orange, green, brown, slate. Then we're going to go to the reds, blue, orange, green, brown, slate. Then we're going to go to the black. Then we're going to go to the yellow, and you'll see how this breaks down in the next video. So at least for now, understand that when you're dealing with the 50 pair, you've got two blue binding strings, two orange grouping strings, and you're going to want to keep them separated just like this. I'll see you at the next video.